What's up, Big Ponians? I am the Convoy, and welcome back to the Mattcave. Today I am finishing the build of the Sprukits Level 2 Batman from Arkham City. I've got all of our pieces put together and everything. Just got to get one final assembly, put them all together, and check this guy out. And to start off, we're going to take the legs and knock everything around and plug them into the bat briefs, like so. And take the torso and pop that into bat briefs on the top. Take each arm and pop it into the shoulder socket right there. And then the step that I was goofing up before in the last video, we're going to take the cape. Again, I was right about this little white arrow being on the outside here facing the back, but we take this little plastic piece here with these little pegs on here, put those through the holes on the cape. And those are going to peg into this little section, these little holes on the back. There we go. And we're going to drop a little section right here on top of the shoulders, and finally pop on the head. And there he is, citizens, the Dark Knight himself, all finished and put together, the Arkham City version of Batman. Just to get started checking out this guy, he's got some pretty good neck articulation here. It's a pretty good back and forth articulation. Not a whole lot of wiggling side to side there. A little bit, but not a whole lot. Some 360-degree rotation on the head for, I guess, some exorcist kind of action. These little shoulder flaps right here, this little shoulder portion of the cape, these bits do rotate up to accommodate somewhat of the arms, but if you want to get like some full rotation on there, like some lifting straight up, you will have to pop that off, and maybe pop it loose or something like that. At the same time, though, just the way that the way the thing is assembled, it wouldn't be too difficult just to cut like a piece of fabric or something like that, in the shape of a good bat cape, and have that just stick it around the neck and under this cowl base here, if you want to do that. But anyways, we take this little top of the cape off. We can get 360-degree rotation on the arm. We can get it over 90-degree lift on there. Quite a bit of wiggle room because of that shoulder joint. Excuse me. Put this guy back on. We've got a 360-degree swivel on that bicep section there. As far as the elbow, we've got a little more than a 90-degree bend there. Not a whole lot, but Batman's pretty beefy, so not a whole lot expected there. Not a whole lot of reason to expect a 180-degree bend on that wrist or on that elbow joint. The wrist has got very tight fit, and the fist is falling apart as we're trying it, but it's very tight fit. You can get, I'm not gonna mess with it, but you can get a 360 degree rotation on there. Let me see. Yeah. That way it's turning a lot easier. But yeah, and you also get some wiggle room here on the wrist. At the waist, you do get, after you dislocate the joint a little bit, you can get a full 360 degree rotation on there. The hip joints, you can swing that leg out. Can't quite, yeah, the hip won't quite swing out full 90 degrees, but you do get some readjustment there because of the way that the little pegs are assembled. You get about, you can't get a straightforward lift for a 90 degree angle, but swinging that leg out just a little bit will let you get it all the way up. You can swing it that far back, again swinging it outward a little bit for whatever reason. At the knee, we do get a very nice 180 degree angle, 180 degree bend at the knee. Lest I forget, we do get some swivel here. I'd say probably a total of about 90 degree swivel on the at the hip joint here, and a lot of that's just this little bit of kibble right here to close up that gap right there, getting in the way. The foot, we've got quite a good bit of a wiggle on there. You wiggle it too much, it does like to pop out. I mean, you stand them up, the foot's going to be fine to stay in there. It's just if you manhandle that ankle joint too much, that foot will come out. Holding this way so the cape's not getting in the way. Not a whole lot of backward. Well, yeah, if you work the joint, if you actually put in the effort to work the joint properly, yeah, you can get a pretty good tippy toe bend there. But yeah, so there he is for articulation. Again, we do have hands that we can swap out. After popping these guys out, crackly noise didn't sound too nice. We can swap out the hands and fists. Swap out the fists for hands made to hold the accessories, and those slide in pretty easily there with the grappling hook. You get one of those hands on each side. Right wrist is a lot more forgiving, but yeah, we've got the grappling hook and the batarang for wieldsable accessories. And then I can't really fathom what this open hand is for, but it does pop in and out just as easily as the others. I can't really fathom what it would be for, other than just to kind of like as a steadying himself or guiding himself or whatever, guiding his aim or something like that as he's getting ready to throw the batarang. Can't really think of any other use for that hand though, and much less why it only comes with the kit only comes with one of those hands. Again, he does come with this stand here that has just got these little grips right here that grip onto the foot. It's very nice for keeping him at a standing kind of pose or whatever. But again, that does very much limit the kind of poses that you can display him in, and depend on that stand to hold him up. If you wanted to do like a kneeling pose or something like that, then that would work kind of fine. But if you wanted to post him in like some kind of flying pose, or like some kind of grappling or zip lining pose with his grapple hook, you're kind of SOL on that, apart from just showing him just initially shooting it from the ground. It's because there's really this kit doesn't. It's a bit odd to me that this kit doesn't in any way. It's a Bandai kit, but it doesn't in any way accommodate any of the Gundam action bases. And a lot, I don't know if maybe just because this guy's planned for, he's planned for the American market, and they didn't really think to bring the action bases in on the American market at all, and they just wanted to include that little plate for the stand. But yeah, there are like some. There are other kinds of stands and action bases that you can get if you want to display them in some aerial poses and stuff. Some stuff outside of the Bandai brand, like the SH Figure Art stands and stuff. He's a good size to use those kind of stands with. But again, there's nothing really on the U.S. market meant to go with these kits, and that seems to be the trend pretty much with at least the level 1s and 2s, that they just have this little plate that locks on, that wedges onto the foot to keep them still in a standing pose. After a brief adjustment of lighting here, you can see I've got them. I've got now the one that we just built on the video over here on the left, and the one that I built before over here on the right. This one I have done some paint touch-ups and such on, and I've done some inking and panel lining and stuff on them. These little channels right here that just like that little extra detail all over the gray areas of the suit, those come out very well with the panel lining. Little bit of a challenge to get some panel lining into these lines on the utility belt here, but it can be done. As mentioned before, the eyes, they're just a flat part of the front half of the cowl here. So, but again, it's not that hard if you're just patient and careful to paint these little white eyes on there. Maybe dot some pupils on there with like a Gundam marker if you feel so inclined. It's a little odd to me though that I have also put together the bigger level 3 Arkham City Batman, and that one came with stickers to put on the little eyepiece, like some stickers that look like actual eyes, not just the straight white of the cowl there, but like some actual eye stickers to put on that area. And it's just a little, I don't know, to me it's just a little bit odd that they wouldn't at least try to include that with this guy. You'll also notice a difference here between the lining of the bat briefs. There is this on the thigh piece, molded into the thigh piece. There is just this little lip molded in there that's actually supposed to be the true bottom of the bat briefs. Not too hard to just just get just find a dark kind of semi-gloss or satin gloss paint and just paint over that. Not too hard to miss with that because of the molding. Other than that, if if you're a perfectionist, or you just like your kits to be a little bit more complete, like I do whenever I can, not all that hard to add those extra little details to really spruce it up and give it a bit more character and a bit more flair. But even still, personally, I kind of feel like they could have just left out this little lip right here and just, left the bat briefs the way they are molded as just those black plastic pieces, and it would have been fine, even though it wouldn't have been 100% accurate to the Arkham City model. As for my final thoughts on this kit, I mean, it's a very good kit in its own right and everything. Very, again, very noticeable differences between this and most Japanese-based kits. It is, it's pretty, it's aimed at American audiences, and it shows. Not necessarily in all the worst ways. It's a very good basic kit for anybody who's looking to get into plastic models and stuff. Very little touch up needed to get the perfectionist kind of look going there. And, again, just not. There's a couple things that you can do to spruce it up a little bit, give it your own personal touch, but aside from that, it's still, even on its own, just straight out of the box, a very nice, well put together, well articulated figure. The accessories are a little lax, I will say, especially considering the $20 price tag on this. I mean, again, these are, this kit is produced and, it's produced and distributed for Western markets, and yet, it costs. I mean, this thing costs twice as much as the Gundam. What is it? What is it called? The Revise. The Revise RX-78 Gundam, and that has, that's got a shield and a shield, a beam rifle. Comes with the rocket launcher, beam sabers with the detachable blades and stuff. This one, he's got that little plate, that little flat plate for a stand, and he's got the grapple hook and one little batarang, and a couple sets of interchangeable hands. And in comparison to an imported Gundam model kit, I would say that would really be my biggest complaint about this is the $20 price tag for this little kit that doesn't, it's very well articulated, but that's a pretty standard amount of articulation for any kind of a Gundam kit. But again, it's not terrible. It's a pretty good quality kit. I mean, obviously, I bought it twice. So I don't mind buying it again. But especially just building, especially building it this time for the video and everything, and just seeing, how quickly it went together in comparison to a lot of the, in comparison to a couple of the high-grade Gundam kits that I've put together on this channel so far. It seems like if you really want to get more bang for your buck, then definitely go for a Gundam model kit. But if you're itching for a Batman action figure kit, then this is it. This is what you have to look forward to, which again isn't terrible. But for the $20 price tag on it, I feel like we really could have gotten more out of this. We could have gotten not a huge deal, but we could have gotten another, open hand for, the right side, just to even things out. In Arkham City, Batman had a ton of gadgets, a ton more than what he came with. Even, the bigger version here, the level 3, even he still came with a second version of the grappling hook that had the little bat claw thing sticking out of it, in addition to the batarang and the regular grappling hook, and it came with the little explosive gel deal. This doesn't come with either of those. He could have also come with the with the little electricity zapper gun that he picks up. Would have been nice to get a bit more of a cloak-like cloth cape to put on it too. And this, again, the eye stickers would have been nice. I don't feel terribly ripped off or anything like that, but it does feel like we could have gotten a lot more for a $20 price tag. Definitely worth the buy if you can find it on clearance somewhere. I know the second one, I found it on clearance at a Target for like 12 to 15 bucks or something like that. And for that price tag, it's a bit more reasonable. But you can check around on Amazon, and maybe you'll find one on a special deal or a sale or something like that. But if you, I would say if you can wait, if you can stand to wait until you find this guy on sale for like 15 bucks or less. But even if you really don't feel like waiting, if you just gotta have yourself a Batman model figure kit, it still isn't bad. It's not the worst 20 bucks I've ever spent by a long shot. But again, it does feel like we could have gotten a lot more for that much, especially considering this is a domestic production, and what we get for 20 bucks out of an imported figure or kit is considerably more. But anyways, that's all I got for this one. Again, very good kit overall. Just it's a little bit pricey for what it is, but it's not bad. And that's gonna do it for this episode, guys. Again, I do have the level 3 Batman here. If you guys would like to see me build one, again, just like this one, I would not mind at all buying and building another one for the channel. So if you guys would like to see that, see the comparison of see how it compares to this one, definitely let me know. I've got I've got paint ideas that I'd like to do to that as well. So it would be, I would love to build that kit again. It was a fun kit to build. So if you guys would like to see that, let me know in the comments below. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, beat that like button like it owes you money. Kick the annotation for more videos that I've done, and smack that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more videos coming up. Thanks again, you guys, and I will see you in the next video.